Hello everyone, Dante here. Welcome to a brand new series where I'm going to be playing on different tracks, the Rallycross tracks in Dirt Rally 2.0. And I would like you guys to join me as I learn this game, and I can also give you guys some of my pointers and tips from my experience in professional racing and how that can apply to yours. You're usually looking for around 7K. And unfortunate contact there. What you want to do is now just kind of look at opportunities on the inside. Take the inside there. So, made no major changes to the format. The only thing I did is I made the AI go from 70 to 75. So it made them a little bit more difficult, but seems this first session, not a great test of their difficulty so far. So here, when you take the Joker lap, you want to really set up this section here, just like that. That was actually very clean there. A little bit too far on the inside there. And actually coming in very closely behind first place, so that's a good sign. So when they take their Joker lap in a lap or two, they'll be quite far behind. Overbrake the entry there. You actually don't have to brake too hard there. Little tap here just to set the nose. And then what you want to do is just kind of start working your way forward. And don't fall off the track like I just did. That could have been contact there. Unfortunate. Played that a little bit sloppily there. Still learning this track. This track is kind of tricky. It's not the hardest track of the Rallycross tracks that are available, but it is definitely challenging. So what you're looking for in terms of like your first couple sessions, just find a flow. Get used to connecting even a couple corners. If you can connect one or two corners together, then you'll start to do better. So here, plenty of space now. I have tons of space. So main thing is start to really work the gap. And then here, going into the final corner. There we go. Instead of 7K, let's do 7,500, about 8K. And turn your crosswind, okay. So no Joker lap, now I have a lead, I don't need to take the Joker. Jokers are interesting strategy that I've become not super accustomed to, but I'm just becoming more aware of. There we go. Just a lift, don't have to hard brake. Nice, good line through there. So here, I'm going to take the Joker lap. I've already got a pretty healthy gap. Not the best line there. My vision was a little bit imperfect there. Nice, good correction there. So far, we're on pretty good pace. We should be faster than the 41, for sure, at this pace. So, looking for nice clean entry. Nice. Well managed there. Wasn't sure if that was a fast one, but that felt pretty good. It's about half throttle here, back to full throttle. Nice, pretty clean traditional exit here. Let's try this flat. Don't have to hit those bollards, try to be careful of that. Want to be damaging the front. A little bit faster here, it felt like I was going a little bit better entry. So here, use your eyes to start kind of guiding. So 234.8, that is much better. I'm quite happy with that. So ideally, now that we're going to start working on our eye technique, just one moment while I get a good setup here. Not a great first corner. Steal the inside. Not exactly the cleanest pass. I gotta be better about that. Steal the inside here. A little bit of center steering. And then here, flat. Don't have to brake. Good. Brake before you get to the uphill section here. Take the Joker now. Oh, it's too far inside. Ah, I just fucked it. That's 100% my fault. That's annoying. So here, eye technique is going to be important to recalibrate after a major mistake. So here, use your eyes to try to look as far ahead as possible through the corners. The more ahead you look, the more your flow is going to actually be easier to achieve. And then here, already taking a Joker, sloppy exit on the Joker, but already taken it. I'm gonna have to work that corner. That's a corner that vision there for me is a little tricky because it's a blind entry. Alright, let's make this a good last lap. Let's connect it all together. Remember to stay flat through here. It's pretty good. Good. Those two, yeah. Definitely not the best. Not the best session there, but that's okay. So let's try to do 8,500, somewhere around here. So don't have to brake there so much. So a little bit timid, I'm being pushed wide. Have to respect the space here. It's very wild, sloppy. Still have to give the space if someone's there. It's not so much just a racing etiquette thing, it's also just a safety thing. And regulations, if someone's there, they're entitled to the space. Here, next time go flat. So far good. I'm not going to take the Joker. This is a compromised position. It's not really a great entry for trying to take a Joker. The contact there. That was better. Just a bit of a lift. Here, stay flat. So here, I am going to take the Joker now. Here, line this up. That was a very good Joker, and also really good exit from the Joker, connecting into this chicane here. Yeah, 37.5. Nice. Pretty good here. So vision, really important. Try to just look ahead. Have a good setup here. Pop it wide here. Alright, 235.7. Not as fast as the 34.8, I think is what I had a couple sessions ago, but still this should put me up in the top 3. Yeah, so that's good. I get cut wide. Alright, here, immediately take the lead. Now it's time to work a gap. A little bit of center steering. Just guide the front a little bit. So far, good. Good first lap. I'll take the Joker. I've already got a pretty healthy gap, so not too worried. Alright, little center steering there just to really not be compromised there. Sometimes you have to do that to just kind of make sure you're keeping the rears pointed where you want them. Alright, there's a bit of a cut there. I need to avoid that. It was wide entry, so try to be a little bit closer to the apex there. Here. Compromised entry was a little bit too narrow here. Yeah, unfortunately with automatic, it doesn't let you shift sometimes at the appropriate times. I have to lift there, just compromised entry. Something I'm going to do is I get a little bit more experience in the game, is then start actually using my bumpers, so right bumper and left bumper for shifting. Hopefully there's a customizable bind settings for that. I am going to use such settings once I'm a bit more familiar. Better line. Stay flat. Good. That felt pretty good right there. So 2 more laps. Good pace management. A little wide there on the left. We have to be careful about that, otherwise you'll lose control. Just keep it pinned. It feels like a good final lap. All right, 37 flat, not bad. We've been struggling with our start, so let's just try to find something that works here and then stick to it. Good. Now we got a lead. Little steering action there. Not exactly the minimum speed I wanted, but still okay. Not going to take a joker lap there as compromised line, so let's focus on connecting our corners a little bit more. Good. It's felt okay. I don't know if I was fast to that exit, but we'll see. That felt pretty interesting for a line. Alright, that's my first 36 of the weekend, so that's good. Could have been a little bit faster, but that's okay. Still working on building our pace and getting consistent, so that's again really key there. I'm not going to take the joker. I'm not set up in that particular line for it. What I'm going to do is take the joker next lap, so that's going to tell me and give me a mental note to just be ready for that joker line. You want a good entry when you're taking jokers. That's really key. It's not just the exit from the joker that matters, it's also how you enter the joker. Some tracks have pretty tricky jokers to line into. I shouldn't be braking here. So let's focus talking for a moment. Let's just stay flat. And so jokers, many of the time, are tricky. So here, be a little bit tighter here, and now open up the throttle. There we go. Set up the front. Nice. Nice and tidy. Just had to go for a lift there. I needed to get the front steered. Alright, 36.8 on that final lap, so I'm finding a little bit more pace. That's a really good way to end the weekend, though, so I'm quite happy with that. Overall, I feel like on a new track that I have not driven before, other than just doing 3 practice laps before the recording, just so that way I can make sure I'm not totally blind. I think there's only like 1 or 2 other tracks I haven't driven at all yet, so if you want to see those tracks, let me know. Yep, so this is the one I've not done. That one I've done a number of times, that one as well. That's the one I just did now. Hell, I've done a single weekend on Monterrey yesterday on a failed recording, did a full weekend. Barcelona, Catalunya, I've not done, so we could do this one. And then Hulhes, I assume that's how you pronounce that, Hulhes. I have not done that one as well. So if you want to see some of these tracks, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And if you have any questions on any tips or advice that I provide, or have anything you'd like to ask in the racing world, please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, thank you all for watching. Dante out.